because it's almost like you're democratizing the way that we would traditionally do business and even invest.
Yeah.
Making it more accessible to pretty much anybody at whatever age. I feel like there was one TikTok or video that I saw that you were talking about how somebody makes money off of TikTok and YouTube just by, sharing their information. So can you explain the risk? And I know you like to say low risk. What is the difference between high risk and low risk businesses?
Yeah. Well, so I think a lot of people think that they maybe have to do what you and I did, which is like burn the bridges, get the divorce, get rid of everything. Yeah, exactly.
Start
like
from
fire,
Yeah.
And I get that feeling. But first of all, if you have a small business whatsoever, everything that you do that has revenue that comes in or money into your pocket can be sold. So one thing I'd say is, say right now, like we have a lovely videographer back here, cinematographer. What do we call these days?
Producer.
Ooh, even, okay, one level higher. He's adjusting his hat back there. So if his job was to be a video producer, right? And he made, I don't know, I'm making up the numbers, $100,000 a year. And then he's like, you know what? I really actually want to go be in front of the camera. I don't want to do this business anymore. You should take that $100,000 job you have and you should sell it. And you should sell it for 100x or $100,000 times 2 to 3x, which is called a profit multiple. So if you're a teacher and you have a business that is tutoring people, you can sell your tutoring job to somebody else. And so when I say low risk businesses, what I mean is everything that we do is actually a business. It's like a U Corp, but we think about it like a job. And
a U Corp.
Yeah.
A U Corp. Okay.
So if you have a 1099 and you do something where you get any sort of income, like I think you should think about selling that. So that's one way to become an owner in a way that most people don't think about.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the other low risk, versus high risk business is a lot of people think in order to buy a business or invest in a business, you have to have millions. And that's not the case. So we teach all these other ways, from like sweat equity, which is just putting your time into it, to revenue share, which means I bring in $1, I get a portion of that dollar, to get exposure to different investments without even having to put $1 down. And so
so breaking away the traditional of like investing in stocks, for example.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Or having a portfolio with like a brokerage firm, basically.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with having that. I mean, I have stocks too. I just do not believe at all in day trading, and I do not believe at all in your and my ability to beat the stock market. And I had a PhD, I got an MBA, I worked at Goldman, I did all this stuff on Wall Street, and I still don't think I can beat the stock market because it's a little bit of, in my opinion, a rigged game, except for people at the very top.
Sure.
So why play a rigged game when you can do it in private entities, like what I'm talking about, so much easier?
Wow. Okay. And how does one get started if they are kind of like navigating, okay, I kind of don't want to be in my like full-time job, or maybe I'm like, I want to venture out into doing things. We talk a lot about following your dharma, but I feel like what you're really getting at is teaching people how to be more financially savvy so that they can have more freedom in their lives, right?
Totally. Okay, so let's take the follow your dharma thing.
Yeah.
So let's say, give me like 4 Dharma Institute people. That's what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so what's like one thing that you hear a lot of people that they want to go do?
So they are helping others follow their purpose.
Okay, so they want to run a consulting, coaching group.
Enterprise.
Yeah. Good word. And I think it's really important the words you use.
Yes.
Like you not saying a group or I want to go be a coach, but saying I'm going to run a company, an enterprise, a business. One of I think our mutual friend, Noah Kagan, he told me when I started this, I called it my little blog. And he was like, don't do that. He's like,
don't diminish your light.
And he's like,
don't play small.
He's this very non-touchy-feely guy. Like, talk about spreadsheets. And he runs OK Dork, and he was like, it's a company. You are running a media company. So anyway, I think that's important.
Right.
But so say somebody wanted to go run a coaching business. What's amazing about you guys is you've built a bunch of these businesses, and so you know how to do all the operations to scale them, right?
Sure.
I would insert a step before that, which would be, Go and find somebody who already has a coaching business, or go and find somebody who has a website that has a ton of customers or views that come to them.
Business, yeah.
Anything that has profits in it already or eyeballs in it already. And before you just go do your startup of starting your new Dharma business, buy this other thing that means day one you will have cash flow.
Yeah.
Because it's really scary to leave your job for a startup of hopes and dreams.
So true.
But if instead you can buy a business, and this is where people go, Codie, I don't have millions. And I go, it's okay. You don't need millions because there are all these ways to do something called seller financing, which means like Neetha has a business that's worth $100,000, right? And $100,000 in profit. And I'm like, I want to buy your business. Could I pay you $200,000 for your business, but I'll give it to you over the course of 3 years?
Yeah.
Which means that I still make money every single year from your profits, but I pay you like stair-stepped, you know?
Yep.
And so that's what we talk about.
See you next time at the Brave Table.